Even though they're small, beautiful, and unique, chameleons are not ideal pets for most people. In fact, many people who get them end up regretting it. And today, we'll be going over 12 facts about keeping chameleons as pets that you should know before getting one. Number 1, they are expensive. Not only do they cost a lot initially, but their food and their setup can also be pricey. If you want to house a chameleon properly, you will need to invest in a large tank with a screen top, UVB and/or infrared lighting, digital thermostats, hides, plants, and much more. Depending on the species, you may even need to buy feeder insects, which can quickly add up. And if you don't do it right, your chameleon may end up dying. No. 2, they require a lot of care. Unlike other reptiles like snakes or lizards, chameleons are very sensitive to changes in their environment. This means that you need to monitor their tank closely and make sure that everything is perfect at all times. The temperature must be just right. The humidity must be just right. There must be enough food and water. And if anything is off, the chameleon could become sick or even die. And because of this, experienced reptile keepers are often recommended to keep chameleons. 3, they need a big tank. A common misconception among first-time chameleon owners is that they can keep them in a small tank. However, the truth is that they need a lot of space. The bigger the tank, the better. And if you don't give them enough space, they could become stressed out and develop health problems. As a general rule, a 40-gallon tank is the absolute minimum for most adult chameleons, but a 75 or 125-gallon tank is ideal. No, for they are not low maintenance. Unlike other pets like dogs or cats, chameleons are not low maintenance. They need to be fed daily. Their water must be changed regularly. Their tank must be cleaned periodically. And if anything is not done correctly, they could end up getting sick or even dying. So if you are thinking of getting a chameleon, know that they are a lot of work and they are not for everyone. 5, they are escape artists. Chameleons are known for being escape artists and will try to escape their enclosure at every opportunity. If you have an open terrarium, put on the top, take the lid off for feeding or cleaning, or simply leave the door to the room open. Chances are your chameleon will try to escape. Because of this, it's important to baby-proof the area around your chameleon's enclosure and make sure that there are no gaps or openings that they can squeeze through. You should also get a good screen top that fits tightly and is secured in place. Even with all of these precautions, though, there's still a chance that your chameleon will escape. So it's important to keep an eye on them at all times and be prepared to catch them if they do try to run away. 6, they have specific lighting requirements. Unlike most other reptiles, chameleons need both UVB and infrared lighting. UVB is important for making sure that your chameleon can properly metabolize calcium, while infrared is important for maintaining proper body temperatures. Without these lights, your chameleon will likely suffer from metabolic bone disease or MBD, which is almost always fatal. It's important to get a high-quality UVB and infrared light and to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Number 7, they need live plants. Unlike most other reptiles, chameleons need live plants in their enclosure. Plants help to absorb excess ammonia and other harmful compounds in the air, which helps to keep your chameleon healthy. Plants also provide enrichment for your chameleon and give them something to climb on and hide in. When choosing plants for your chameleon's enclosure, it's important to select non-toxic varieties that are safe for reptiles. Some good choices include pothos, spider plants, and African violets. Just make sure to research any plant thoroughly before bringing it into your chameleon's enclosure. 8, they are not social. Contrary to popular belief, chameleons are not social creatures and do not need to be kept in groups. In fact, keeping them in groups can be dangerous as they can fight and injure each other. Chameleons are typically solitary animals and do best when kept alone. This does not mean that they are not social, however, as they do require socialization from their owners. Handling your chameleon regularly will help them to become tame and accustomed to humans. 9, they need to be fed live food. Another thing that sets chameleons apart from most other reptiles is that they need to be fed live food. This includes insects such as crickets, roaches, and mealworms. Most people find this to be the most realistic and enriching way to feed a chameleon. However, it does require a bit of preparation. You will need to purchase live insects and make sure that they are gut-loaded before feeding them to your chameleon. 10. They can be picky eaters. Speaking of food, another thing to keep in mind with chameleons is that they can be picky eaters. This means that they may refuse to eat for days or even weeks at a time. This is usually not a cause for concern, but if it does happen, you should try switching to a different type of food or consult with a reptile veterinarian. 11. They are not good for first-time owners. If you're thinking about getting a chameleon because you think they're beautiful and unique, think again. Chameleons are not good for first-time owners. They're a lot of work, and they have specific requirements that must be met in order for them to thrive. If you are not willing to put in the time and effort required to properly care for a chameleon, then they are not the right pet for you. Instead, consider getting a different type of reptile that is easier to care for. And finally, number 12, there are some amazing morphs out there. Now that you know all of the bad things about keeping chameleons, let's talk about something positive. There are some amazing morphs of chameleons out there, and you can really find one that fits your personality. Some popular morphs include the panther chameleon, the ambelobe, the Parsons, the carpet chameleon, and the Yemen chameleon. No matter what morph you choose, you're sure to fall in love with your chameleon. Just be prepared for the commitment. So there you have it, 12 things you need to know before getting a chameleon. We hope that this video has helped you decide if a chameleon is right for you. Remember, chameleons are not for everyone, but with proper care, they can make wonderful pets. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more informative videos about reptiles.